Welcome back to the channel. Are you tired of playing solo? Missing those epic couch gaming sessions with friends and family? Well, you're in for a treat today, because I'm breaking down the top 20 local co-op and split-screen games that are absolutely crushing it on PS5 right now. From heart-pounding adventures to laugh-out-loud chaos, we've got something for everyone. So grab your extra controller, call your gaming buddy, and let's dive into the ultimate local multiplayer experience. But first, smash that like button if you love couch co-op gaming, and don't forget to subscribe for more epic gaming content. Game 1, Split Fiction. Alright, kicking things off with something that sounds really unique. Split Fiction. Released in March 2025, this is a narrative-driven co-op adventure where you and a friend collaboratively build a story across sci-fi and fantasy worlds. It uses split-screen gameplay to show each player's perspective, literally requiring constant communication to figure things out and progress the story. If you love deep narrative and creative teamwork, this whimsical adventure is a must-check-out for duos. Game 2, It Takes Two. You know we had to include this one, a modern classic of co-op, It Takes Two. Critically acclaimed, it puts you in the shoes of a couple turned into dolls, working to fix their relationship through insane, ever-changing gameplay mechanics. This is split screen the whole way. One player is Cody, the other is May. You have to work together, synchronized jumps, shared combat, unique puzzles built entirely for two players. It's perfect for couples, friends, anyone who wants a varied, heartfelt co-op journey. Game 3, A Way Out. From the same brilliant studio, we have A Way Out. This is a co-op-only narrative game about two prisoners, Leo and Vincent, making a daring escape. It uses split-screen masterfully, often showing both perspectives even when you're in different areas, coordinating tasks like distracting guards or breaking down doors. It's cinematic, story-driven, blends action and stealth, and requires super close collaboration. Get ready for an intense ride. Game 4, Escape Academy. Love the thrill of escape rooms? Then you need Escape Academy. This is a puzzle-based game set in a school for aspiring escape artists, built specifically for co-op. You'll solve intricate, time-sensitive puzzles together in local co-op using either split-screen or shared-screen modes. Decipher clues, unlock mechanisms. It's all about communication and brain power. Great for casual players and puzzle fanatics alike. Game 5, Cuphead. Alright, brace yourselves. If you want a challenge, grab Cuphead. This gorgeous, tough-as-nails run-and-gun game with its iconic 1930s cartoon style supports local co-op. In split screen, you and your partner control Cuphead and Mugman, battling insane bosses and navigating tough platforming. Teamwork is essential for coordinating attacks and reviving each other. Super rewarding if you can handle the heat. Game 6, Diablo IV. Okay, let's get into the big RPGs. First up, Diablo IV. This massive action RPG with deep loot systems supports local co-op with split screen on PS5. You and a friend can explore dungeons, slaughter demons, and build up your characters side by side. It's all about sharing loot and synergizing your skills. Imagine a sorcerer and a barbarian tearing through the hordes. Perfect for RPG fans looking for a long-term co-op grind. Game 7, Baldur's Gate 3. And yes, the critically acclaimed Baldur's Gate 3 also has local co-op on PS5. It uses vertical split screen, letting two players dive into this incredible Dungeons & Dragons adventure. You'll engage in tactical turn-based combat, explore massive open areas, and make narrative choices that affect both players. It requires strategy, communication, and commitment. This is for dedicated RPG duos ready to sink hundreds of hours in. Game 8, Spelunky 2. If you love chaotic roguelikes and platforming, check out Spelunky 2. Up to 4 players can explore procedurally generated caves in split screen. It's all about collecting treasure, avoiding deadly traps, and trying not to kill each other with friendly fire. Coordination is key to surviving, and the randomized levels make it super replayable for groups who enjoy unpredictable, hilarious fun. Game 9, LEGO Horizon Adventures. All right, let's talk family-friendly fun. New this year is LEGO Horizon Adventures, a charming LEGO adaptation of the Horizon series, blending action and humor. This supports up to 4 players in local co-op with a shared screen. Battle adorable robotic creatures, build structures, and explore a vibrant LEGO world. Accessible controls and lighthearted tone make it fantastic for families and casual gamers. Game 10, Rayman Legends. Another brilliant platformer for groups is Rayman Legends, a colorful 2D adventure with fantastic rhythmic levels and quirky characters. Up to 4 players can jump into split-screen co-op, tackling platforming, fighting enemies, and even playing unique minigames like soccer. Vibrant art style, simple mechanics, requires teamwork for success. Great for players of all ages. Game 11, Vinebound, Tangled, Together. Here's a unique one focused purely on co-op puzzle solving, Vinebound, Tangled, Together. You control plant-like characters working together to solve environmental puzzles. In local co-op on a shared screen, you'll use vine-based abilities to swing, pull, and manipulate objects together. It heavily emphasizes creative teamwork and has a really charming look. Perfect for duos who enjoy figuring things out together. Game 12, Risk of Rain. Want intense, fast-paced action? Risk of Rain 2. This 3D roguelike shooter supports up to 4 players in split-screen co-op. You'll fight escalating waves of enemies and bosses, collecting items and stacking crazy abilities. Requires coordination to survive as things get increasingly chaotic and difficult. Appeals to fans of intense co-op shooters and roguelikes. Game 13, Chicory, A Colorful Tale. Here's something completely different. Chicory, A Colorful Tale. A truly unique adventure where you bring color back to a colorless world using painting. Local co-op uses a shared screen. One player does the core painting and puzzle solving, like activating platforms, while the other explores and interacts. It's relaxed, artistic, and heartwarming. Great for a chill co-op experience or parent-child play. Game 14, LEGO Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga. Another must-have LEGO game for co-op fans, LEGO Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga. This covers all 9 main Star Wars films with trademark LEGO humor, and tons of content. Up to 4 players in split-screen co-op. You control iconic characters, fight enemies, solve simple puzzles, and explore vast hubs. Always a solid, fun choice for Star Wars fans and groups looking for accessible action-adventure. Game 15, The Smurfs, Dreams Back to the Smurfs. The Smurfs. Dreams is a 3D platformer set in the Smurfs universe, designed with co-op in mind. Up to 4 players on a shared screen navigate dreamlike levels, collect goodies, and overcome obstacles. Teamwork involves using different Smurf abilities. Very family-friendly and perfect for younger players or Smurf fans. Game 16, Haven. Looking for a co-op game with a strong focus on a relationship? Check out Haven, a sci-fi RPG where you control a couple, U and K, stranded on a mysterious planet. Local co-op uses a shared screen with each player controlling one character. You'll explore, gather resources, and engage in real-time combat that requires synchronized attacks. Has a lovely, romantic narrative that appeals to players seeking emotional co-op experiences. Game 17, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. If you love Borderlands and fantasy, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is fantastic for co-op. It blends looter-shooter chaos with tabletop RPG flair. Supports up to 4 players in split-screen co-op. Battle hilarious enemies, collect ridiculous gear, and customize your characters. Coordinate your spells, gunplay, and melee for maximum mayhem. Great for fans of fast-paced, loot-driven action. Game 18, Untitled Goose Game. Honk. You didn't think I'd forget this, did you? The incredibly quirky Untitled Goose Game has local co-op. On a shared screen, 2 mischievous geese team up to cause absolute havoc in a village. Steal items, prank villagers, work together to create bigger, funnier chaos. It's simple, hilarious, and perfect for some lighthearted fun with a friend. Game 19, Streets of Rage. Want some classic arcade beat-em-up action? Streets of Rage 4 brings that back. A fantastic, modern revival with great art and satisfying combat. Up to 4 players in split-screen co-op can brawl their way through waves of enemies using combos and special moves. Teamwork is key for clearing the screen and sharing health items. Perfect for fans of old-school arcade couch co-op. Game 20, The Dark Pictures Anthology, House of Ashes. And finally, if you want some tense, story-driven horror co-op, check out the Dark Pictures Anthology, like House of Ashes. Local co-op uses a shared screen where players control different characters in a branching narrative. You'll make crucial decisions and hit quick-time events together to survive supernatural threats. It's like playing an interactive horror movie night with a friend.